Olá, tudo bem? I'm Emma from Portuguese Language Lessons, and I'm going to talk to you today about andar, andar a. Okay, very often students ask me, what does andar mean? And when we first start learning Portuguese, usually we learn that it means to walk. However, it's used in many other situations, and it has slightly idiomatic meanings. And here we're going to look at when it's used as a kind of, instead of using a estar. So let's look here at what I've got on this worksheet. So andara in the present, so I'm thinking of ando, anda, janda, andamos, andam. Let's compare with estar. Estou a trabalhar, não posso falar agora. Ando a trabalhar muito, não tenho muito tempo para falar com os meus amigos. So, estou a trabalhar is I'm working now, a temporary activity happening right now at the moment. Mas ando a trabalhar muito. I have a lot of work around now. I'm working a lot. I've been working a lot. So at the moment I'm talking to you, I might not be working, but I'm still talking about a temporary activity. Okay. And so anything that we are doing now or around now, but it's not actually happening at this moment, I'll prefer to use andar. And anything that's going on for a bit longer than just around this exact moment, I'll prefer to use andar, because then that gives me that extra meaning of it's more prolonged. Okay, but I'm not talking about it being something permanent going on forever. Okay, so this is something we're doing it, it's ongoing around now, but it's still temporary. This is a really nice verb form to use because we're using andar, lovely regular verb with a, and then our main verb is in the infinitive. Okay. We can use this in the past as well, andar a in the past. So here we're talking about andei, andaste, andou, andamos, andaram. So, estava a trabalhar, não pude falar. So I was working, I couldn't talk. Andava a trabalhar muito, não tinha muito tempo para falar com os meus amigos. I was working a lot, I didn't have any time to talk to my friends. So in English we wouldn't differentiate really here. But in Portuguese we do. So in the first one, estava a trabalhar, I was working at that moment. I'm really talking about the moment. Whereas andava a trabalhar, I had a lot of work around that time, something that was ongoing. Okay, so here talking about things that we were doing and were ongoing, and we will use andara, but the verb in the infinitive, but in the past. Okay. And a little extension from this, we can use andar plus an adjective. And again, the meaning is very similar. So let's again contrast a couple of sentences. A minha filha está doente, não vai à escola hoje. Todas as crianças andam doentes, estão sempre a tossir. So again, in the first one with está, she's sick right now. And this is something really at the moment. Whereas if I use andam, I'm emphasizing that this has been going on for a while. Something going around. It's not just right at this moment. Okay, and again, I'm still saying that it's temporary. Okay, so now that we've looked at this, when you're looking, listening, reading Portuguese, look out for andar and have a think about whether the use of andar is this one that we've been talking about here. Okay, ciao, that's all for now.